Hey friends, it's Moses Correa coming to you from the home base at the base of operations with some stuff on how to improve your single leg stance, some information. So as this post says, the single leg stance is a basic foundation for any movement where we're going contralateral, we're crossing your body. So kind of arm forward, leg back. If that's deficient, if some people say you can't hold a single leg for 10 or 15 seconds with balance without falling over. Or if we're looking at movement patterns in a single leg stance like the inline lunge and the hurdle step, if you're deficient in those, your chance of injury is going to go up. Now, some people are very good compensators. They can make up for it. They can perform at high levels. That's usually our pro athletes and so on. But for the most of us, it's probably the best idea in your best interest to fix that. So hopefully you've looked at your single leg stance. You see a little bit wobbly. Maybe you've done some different assessments, such as the hurdle step and the inline lunge, or even just being able to hold the single leg stance for 15 seconds if you can do that yourself. You can have a stopwatch, have somebody time it for you, and just see if you can balance it. But if you can't do those things well enough, right, then we're going to want to correct the issue. So as the post said, there's different ways and different parts of the pattern or the movement chain that could be the problem, right? But we only know that by assessing. So this post is about your ankle. Is your ankle the problem in this particular movement pattern? So we can tell that by just doing a self-assessment against the wall. So I'm going to use my love seat here in the secret base. Excuse me, that's the chair. To test. And you can use a wall. You can use something like this. Basically, you want to set up in front of it. You want your heel flat, right? So I'll stick my finger underneath my heel, so you can see, in order to make sure I'm keeping my heel down, because otherwise you're not mobilizing your ankle, you're just cheating and probably showing that you are tight. So, and then we're just going to move forward with the knee and see if I can get to it. So I'm using this top. I'm going to move back a little bit more. Okay, pretty good. And then back a little bit more and see if I can keep my heel down. So this is a good range of motion here. Okay. So if you can't get about that far while keeping your heel down, it might be something you want to fix about and fixing it. So how do we do that? Well, it's simple. You can take a stick and stick it outside your little toe here. Now, just for the sake of time, I'm not going to get it. You take your knee and push it into varus outside of your little toe, and then we move forward while keeping your heel down again. So you can stick your finger underneath your knee, push out, breathe, and back, and you kind of get a little bit of a bounce here, and then try to get a little bit of an improvement. Then you want to take a look at your single leg stance again and see if it's more stable. Can you hold it longer? Is your hurdle step or inline lunge better? And if that's the case, then you probably had an ankle problem on your hands. So you can just fix it by doing that drill right there. Okay, so self-assessment, deficient, check the ankle, mobilize the ankle with the drill I just showed you, recheck this, then check your single leg stance and see if it's better. Okay? So the point of this is the mobility is going to give you the freedom throughout the chain to kind of get in line, basically, to stabilize better. So in this thought, mobility precedes stability. Now, that's not always the case, but again, it can be. It all just depends. So give this a shot. See if your single leg stance get better. And if you have a screwed up ankle anyway, tight ankle anyway, it's better to fix it anyway. It's going to make your life a lot better. So I will see you in the next video. We're going to talk a little bit about how we can mobilize the calf a little bit and again help your single leg stance. So I'll see you in a few.